What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Intermediate tutorial series for Python. So in this video we are going to learn about some intermediate stuff in Python language. For this tutorial I'm using Python's own IDE, idle. So you can also use it, and I also recommend using idle because you have to, because like in beginner period, when you're not so familiar with the language, you must not use like advanced IDEs, for example Sublime Text or Atom or Visual Studio Code, which I use, because at the end of the day you want to get familiar to language, and in these things we cannot. So without any further, let's start today's video of string concatenation and formatting. So first we're going to declare a list of names, Stuart, and then we should declare Lucky, and then and we're going to declare Ali. So now we're going to loop through the list using for, name, and a, and then we're going to print out the concatenated string. So this concatenation will take place as this is in space, and we'll simply add the name variable. So we'll just see that it has printed out this is Ram, this is Stuart, this is Lucky, and this is Ali. So this method is perfect for now for this particular example, but as your project grows and you have to deal with multiple string, then string concatenation with this method will be heavy for you, because it take a lot of processor memory as compared to the other string concatenation methods. So I'll advise you to avoid this, but in this particular case it was perfect. Let's see another method. So for name in a, we are going to print, now we are going to print space, and then we'll use a method named join, and we'll have to specify what we want to join, and we'll join a string name this is, and with another string name the variable name, string stored in this variable. So what we'll join do is take this is and take this variable name, and we'll join them with the space right here. So you'll see how join works in some seconds as you click enter 2 times like this. So this is Ram, this is Stuart, this is Lucky, and this is Ali. So it is all same as that. So what is done is taken this is and Ram and joined them with the space we specified here. So it is quite good, but none of them shows the actual concatenation, even though this method is not as good as join. Well, I can give you a reason or an example. I'll go with example. Let's import OS module. So we're going to take a location of some directory where some file is stored. So we'll take a location, and I will take c/new folder. So here is, this is the location where my file is. So then I will specify file name new.txt. So we have done both the things. Now we are going to print out the path by concatenating take location and file name. So this is quite simple step. You can either use join or either use that method. I guess I don't need to declare paths. I can just easily print it directly for this tutorial. Okay, so we'll print it, and we'll print take location, take location, and we'll add 2 backslashes. So 2 backslashes, and then we'll add the file name. So file name is new.txt, which is stored in that variable, and it is completely fine with our work. But what if there is escape characters? So we have used these 2 backslashes instead of forward slashes instead of these backslashes, because you have to escape certain characters, and to escape a forward slash you need another forward slash. So this is just for the record. So now if there are more than two directories, let's say, then it will be quite hectic to write again and again backslashes and backslashes. So this is where join comes handy. Join comes very handy in this kind of stuff. Even though if you have one directory, then the plus method is quite tempting, but I'll advise you not to use it too often, because it is not it is not good in the long run. It just suits particular example. So this is the example for join. We'll specify which string we are going to join, take location, and location and file name. So file name in, oh, what the fuck did we do wrong? Okay, I got it. So print backslashes and we'll dot join, and we'll specify take location. So we have to take a location which we have specified before, and another string which is file name. What the fuck I'm typing today. So here we've got the same result, and it is quite much, you can say, compact. And if you know how join work, then it is also easily understandable. But if you don't, then it might be quite difficult for you to understand. But now you know it, and it is now easy to use, I guess. So it is up to you what you want to join, but for memory purposes, using add, and if you're lazy too, using that plus method is not so recommended. So we're going to explore some more methods of what we can do, how we can do, and we'll find out what we're doing. So with open os dot path dot join, and we're gonna specify our variables and take location and file name. So we're gonna run it, and okay, I forgot to declare. So with OpenOS to path join location file name as f, and we're going to read it. So let's go. What the fuck did I do wrong now? It mustn't have been wrong. Where is? So with open os.path.join, so os.path like object. Oh, okay. So I got my mistake. When you're using os.path.join, unlike the traditional join method, it doesn't take square braces when you're separating two strings or string variables. So it's my mistake. I have joined two string variables inside of a square braces. So you can see there is square brace before take location and after file name. So we'll do it again. So with open os dot path dot join, and now we're gonna name the string simply. So take location, and the second string is file name. So we're going to declare open it as f, and now we're going to simply read by f.read. So it would work, hopefully. Yes. So here's the test. Here I have text part 2. So this is simple. So os.path.join, name two strings in between, and there is no need to concatenate two backslashes. So this is my preferable method when you are using a path name or dealing with a path name. So this would be a preferable method than both of the join and plus methods. So now we are going to learn something about string formatting. So like if we need to print something like this, Raul is the best friend of Stuart, Lucas, whatever. So Raul is the best friend of Lucas, but what if Lucas is using this computer? So we would like to name it. The string is Lucas is the best friend of Raul, And how are we going to do this type of string concatenation? Basically, it is not string concatenation. It is basically string formatting. So we'll just look out how we're gonna do it. So first of all, you're gonna use dot format for this purpose. So you're going to simply name two variables inside which we will store these two names. So first name would be Rahul or anything else if you're using another sentence for practice, and in the name 2 we'll store the second name which we want to format. So Lucas, and now we're going to print the string. So print. Now instead of Rahul we are going to put two curly braces, is the best friend of, and instead of Lucas we are going to put curly braces. Now we're using dot format, and inside of it we have to put the strings in order we want to place them instead of these curly braces. So we're going to name and name 2. So it will output the string Rahul is the best friend of Lucas. So now we need to find a way through which we can print Lucas is the best friend of Rahul if condition demands it, if Lucas is using the computer by any chance. Okay, so we can do it simply by changing the attributes name 2 and name. So there is it, Lucas is the best friend of Rahul, as simple as that. So this is all about string formatting, and you can explore more on the docs of Python on string concatenation and string formatting. There is a lot of stuff there if you really want to go deep into it, and it is the most basic stuff that you should know when you're moving to intermediate level, and also it is the most common stuff people make mistakes with, like you have seen me making some silly errors here and there, but this is because of my typing speed. So this is pretty much, and don't forget to check out the bonus content of with this video part. Okay, you can find the link in the description and do whatever